Okay, so, okay. So, this is going to be looking at the styles that I used to do. My old style is very simple. I'll use a non-bass for this one since it never required one. My old little art style used to be like this. A small chibi cat or dog, whatever it was, would have a very simple, cartoony looking base with little fat legs and small paws. Let me draw them real quick. Little small paws. On the paws were mostly indents like this. Pointed ears. And the same eyes you see me use today. With little, little eyes. I used to do this little snout thing. Most commonly see on Sonic. And that was my complete character with added little things. Sometimes I matched the eyes with the snout like this. Other times, not at all. But that was basically my old style. A very simple, little, cute style. And I sometimes like to draw on it. It's very cute and simple and very cartoony. Little cartoony kitten. But over time, I became more and more less attached to it. And there came a change. A change in my style that simply started with circles. These circles helped me define where the body parts were. Sometimes I use this thing, other times not at all. And the reason why is actually because if I need to get a particular angle, and I want it to be very perfect so that everyone else knows what angle I'm aiming for. I use this all the time in animation. It helps me know what the character is facing. It also helps a lot when making different things. Then you make little paw marks like that. And like that. A very still, simple animal. Not too complex. And it is very easy to change in style. Whether that be the eyes, how you do ears, and various other things. I know a friend, who would do this type of drawing with their artwork. And that wasn't because they were less good at it. That was simply because they liked the way it looked. They personally liked the way these looked. A small, little to no detail. Okay, this sucked. There we go. A little small, little to detail, little round part. Very nice paws. And very, very large front paws for each animal, no matter what it was. These large paws were stylized, which means in their style were large paws. This leg looks weird. As you can see, I'm not used to drawing it, clearly, but small legs and big paws. No matter what. little face. There are tons of ways you can use the art style to your own liking. The idea of using the circles is very easy. You basically have the bum, the chest, and the head. All of these things help contribute the emotion that you're trying to show. You can tell this character is hostile by looking at its body. This helps define emotions, despite not needing to show any sort of face. Which means you can have a faceless character and still show a lot of emotion. Emotions. The eyes that I use aren't very good for emotions. Not at all. They're a very simple anime style cartoon. I do use other types of styles, such as this little round one that sometimes will have a little chip in it to give it more of a cartoony look. I will also use the realistic eye look. This eye can be found on creatures that need the realistic eye. I like doing these, but I don't really like them on my little creatures unless they call for them. I can also do animalistic ones, or at least more animalistic things. I used to do it a lot, but I don't really do it anymore. I'm not sure why. See? Simple little indents like this that are evened out, making it more animalistic rather than cartoony or anime-like. But there's also times that I go full animal. These times are when I sharpen out the eye a lot more, like this. Sharpening out the eye is pretty easy, like this. The eyes help show emotion, but they aren't the only things that I use for emotion. Not by a long shot. I use various other parts of the body. If I drew a picture like this, gotta fix this stupid paw. You know what? This is why I stopped adding the drawing thing, because it takes me 25 years to do some stupid body, right? If I did a drawing like this, without showing any face, you could tell that they're looking at something. Looking. And by their stance, you can tell they have stopped. It also helps to move the ears, like this. A slight little movement, or even a movement in the head. Like this. shows that a character is clearly looking at something. This something can be whatever you want. Whether it shows it in the picture or not, you're still stopping and looking at something. Your eyes will help to know what their opinion on what they're looking at is. But despite the opinion by the eyes or the mouth, they're still looking at something. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter why, just looking. Stopping for something curious, maybe something out of the ordinary, or something like that. For whatever reason, they have stopped and they are looking. This will also be kind of like a tutorial on how I use this and stuff. But basically, this is what you do. This is how my style works. It's very simple and cute. Using the circle method that I do, it helps define and show emotions much quicker and easier. So whoever's looking at it can very clearly see what's being shown. That's not to say other styles don't show this. I have seen other styles, but this is personally how I like to show it. None of this is scripted. But anyways, this is basically what you do. Complete, cute little design, and very clear with the body language of something's working. You can bend the ears, bend them more, bend them less, whatever.
No.
Ignore the background noise. Often coloring with colored eyes. Them very distinctly showing up. Like this.
You see?
Okay. Let's go to the eyes. So. There we go. I do eyes like this. I mostly do eyes like this for, a glowing effect. So if the eyes are glowing, in a way, then I'll do it. That muzzle looks horrible. So, if I need a character with glowing little eyes like that, that's basically what I do. I think it's really cute, and it looks pretty nice. Now, as for the legs are pretty easy. There's not too much to them, but again, it's better to practice. Anyways, when it comes to coloring, it's mostly what you feel like is right. Shading tips and things like that are very helpful, especially if you want a specific angle to shade from. Whether it's here, 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 or even down here. It's very important to know exactly where your lighting is. For this one, the lighting is coming towards her. which means areas like on right here, here, sorry, here, 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 and here are good places to start shading. There. And have a little thing like that. You can also have it not come through the fur like that. But again, it's all up to you how you want it to look in the end. And I don't think some random person should tell you how your art should look. Art is art, and depending on what you want, if you want it to look a certain way, then you can see how to make it that certain way. If you saw it like that. If you want it a certain way, but you haven't seen anything like it, then you should work on it. Work on your own style and see how it works. See if it's exactly what you want, and just remember not to give up. It's actually really important to not delete old art. To some, old artwork may be like something that they shouldn't keep. But in reality, it's very important to keep up. Now why on earth would I keep all of my cringy Sonic OCs on my DeviantArt and all of my cringy OCs that were very, very edgy? Just like, you don't understand, Mom. You don't understand, Mom, type of thing. But it's important. Because it shows how you've evolved. Because nobody starts like this. No one. No one on this God-given earth can start like this. With beautiful, nice-looking line work. Nice shading. And just generally nice colors. If somebody starts out like this, absolutely like this, absolute beautiful artwork, just flat out gorgeous in the digital art thing, then something's wrong. Unless they have, been there for a long time or have been on artwork for a long time, there is no reason. God dang it. There is no reason on this planet that you should have really good art when starting out, apparently. If you have been doing digital art for years, then it's good to show your old artwork. Older artwork may seem stupid and cringy, but it is actually very helpful to show how much you've grown in the short time period, or long one, however long you've been drawing. Trust me, I keep all of my old notebooks I have from so many years. One in second grade is when I actually took off and started drawing a lot. So I have tons of second grade drawings. If I have any first grade or even kinder, I'd probably pass it off as just second grade, since that was my peak of artwork. I love to mostly draw at school. For whatever reason, I get most inspirations to draw at school. I never draw at home or over summer vacation, or even summer at all. I don't find any clicking of doing any artwork at all. I don't know. I've never done it. Of course, there are times where I've worked on projects like comics and stuff in school and stuff, but I've never carried them out to summer. I don't know. I don't do anything for summer. It's not like I'm going places or anything like that, and I have no time to do them. I just never did. Didn't make sense to me. Still doesn't make sense to me. Well, why would I not do it? I mean, I had all the time in the world, but I just didn't. I think it was because when I did artwork, I just not lose time. Unlike some people where they'd lose track of time and not realize how long they have spent, I know exactly how long I've spent doing artwork. It doesn't help with this fact that I'm a kid and I don't really like staying on things for more than just 3 hours. This is how you can tell when I've started and when I've, reached the end. It's especially seen in my comics. Oh boy. They're like the first 2 things. The first thing is just absolutely beautiful. A beautiful shading, beautiful lighting. And then the rest of it is just like, where did the lighting and shading go? Apparently it left and it lives on Pluto now because it's so gone, it doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, I don't know why I do this. I just don't. But I've always finished every single project I've started. I don't know why. It just doesn't make sense. For me, starting something is seeing it to the end. No matter how bad or how much worse it can get. Stopping a project before it's finished is like horrible to me. Don't know why. It's just always been like that. Starting a project and not finishing it is legitimately the worst feeling in the world. Because I could have finished it, but I didn't. Now it is unfinished and nobody gets to see what the final piece looks like. This is why with my cat and dogs, the blind man and his dog story that I have on a separate account that I currently don't have the password for drives me insane because I want to work on it and I want to finish it. But because I don't have the password to the account, I can't do so. And I can't tell you any worse feeling than it is not finishing a story that you've spent years making. It is the worst feeling in the world. Nobody should feel that. It's just so annoying. Spending so much time creating and evolving a story with nice, lovable characters. And then the dead moment you start, writing it and stuff, typing it. It's just all of a sudden, you had to go to a new account because the device you were using before is currently broken. I mean broken to the point where it's unrepairable. Why is this showing up as white? What on earth? What? Oh, no, not DraftLine. Give me the colors back, thank you. There we go. Isn't that just lovely? But yeah, anyways, that's that. It's probably gonna be horrible. La da 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 da. Cat. Was going to have a little cat on it. Little Kit Kat. A meow meow. 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 Meow meow. Why does this sound like a car? Da, 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 da. Oh god, that looks terrible. Ears. Fluffs. Eyes. Oi. Smile. It looks horrible. Smile. Beautiful. It looks ugly, but I don't care. Cause it's ugly. It's an ugly cat, but I don't care. This is my ugly cat. There we go, give it, a little shine. Shimmy shine. But anyway. If anyone on Earth did not hear, if anyone on this planet did not at least once in their childhood or adult whateverhood did not sing the theme song of that, then there's nothing clearer than day wrong with you. Because if you don't sing at least once in your lifetime, your entire existence, the thing, then what are you doing with your life? Probably more productive things than screaming out your lungs over some stupid thing that, But it's fun. It's entertaining. It's all about the entertainment. I'm an idiot. And, España, where's your meow? No wonder I have no friends, 'cause I'm weirder than a little penguin. On the first day of Christmas, my abusive mother gave to me one piece of toilet paper. On the second day of Christmas, my abusive mother gave to me 2 soggy books and a single piece of toilet paper. On the third day of Christmas, my abusive mother gave to me 3 moldy turkeys, 2 soaked books, and a single piece of toilet paper. On the 4th day of Christmas, my abusive mother gave to me 4 dead siblings, 3 moldy turkeys, 2 soaked books, and a single piece of toilet paper. On the 5th day of Christmas, my abusive mother gave to me 5 dead siblings. Okay, 5 dead siblings. 5 dead siblings. 5 dead siblings. I forgot. Gosh darn it. 5 dead siblings. 5 dead siblings. 4 forgot. Okay, let's restart. On the fourth day, Christmas, May receive another gift of man. Another time. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Yum 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 yum. Oh look, more review stuff. Delicious. This is how people in anime eat. No, delicious. Right. Excuse me. Do you have to make those noises when you're eating food? Like, so delicious. Like, we know it's delicious. It looks delicious. But do you have to make noises when eating it? It's weird. There's lots of things you don't need to make noises when eating. And all of those things will not be mentioned here. Because this has to be child friendly. Yay! Why?